Hi guys, I think it's as clear as light that I am a hijabi. On the internet, there's a lot of opinions, misconceptions, lies, truths about the hijab. So I wanted to tell you guys about my journey and give you guys a sort of beginner's guide to wearing the hijab and what the hijab means to me and just my journey in general. I also thought this would be a great idea to do because I just got a shipment of a bunch of hijabs that I ordered. As I try them on, I will tell you guys a piece of advice that might, inshallah, make you start wearing the hijab in the future, or if you're already wearing the hijab, make you fall in love with it even more. If you guys are a hijabi, you'll know that hijabs are kind of pricey. I'll link down below some hijab brands that I like and hijab brands that are affordable, just in case you want to look for more affordable options of the hijab. So let's get started. The very first time I put on the hijab was when I was in 9th grade. The first hijab we have is the viral cheetah print hijab. This has been going viral since, I don't even know, 2023, 2024. This hijab has literally taken the internet a storm. I remember I was at tennis practice and then the next day I just show up in my hijab. The day before they saw me with my hair out, wearing my tennis uniform, and then the next day I'm wearing long sleeves and a hijab. It must have really confused them. Look at this hijab, it's so cute. And a lot of people noticed I was getting stopped left and right in the hallway. Oh my god, Mabruk, you wore the hijab, you put on the hijab, I'm so happy for you, I'm so happy for you. I didn't feel judged, I didn't feel pressured, I didn't feel anything. I just felt really happy. People around me were really supportive. And I know everyone's journey is not like this, but that's what mine was like. Let's put this hijab on real quick. This is the first hijab and I can tell why this hijab went viral. It's giving dark goddess queen. I like the way that it makes my dark features pop. I definitely can see myself overusing this hijab. It's so elegant at the same time. But yeah, when I first started wearing the hijab, I was definitely filled with a lot of different feelings. I was anxious, excited, nervous. At the end of the day, I realized that hijab was a journey, and that was just the start of my journey. And I definitely had my ups and downs wearing hijab when I first started. I actually started becoming more serious about hijab and my modesty journey when I moved to Palestine. Since I was moving to a whole different continent with whole different people, I felt more comfortable shifting and starting my modesty journey. But this is not to say that you should worry about what other people think when you start your journey, because it truly is between you and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Hijab is about my relationship with God and trying my best even when it's hard. I got some gumtas, and if you guys don't know what this is, it's basically an undercap. It helps your hijab from slipping and your hair from showing. You'll worry less about your hijab slipping off, falling off, or your hair showing when you have one of these. The next hijab is another animal print. It's the deer hijab, which also took the internet by storm. So it definitely gives more soft girl, while this gives more of bad girl. I don't know. Here's the hijab on. Oh my god, it's giving soft girl. I love this one so much. Again, I can see why this went viral. It's really cute, and to be honest, I used to really hate on the deer print hijab, but now that I see it on, I'm low-key obsessed and I love it so much. One of the things I was most worried about when I started wearing the hijab is, would the hijab stop me from doing everyday activities that I love, whether that be sports, fashion, or any other activities? I wouldn't really see a hijabi majority participating in it. And let me tell you guys right now, the hijab does not stop you from anything. The hijab is to me is just a reminder that God is always above you. It's a form of worship. Hijab doesn't stop you from being active or confident. You can still play sports. You could still have a personal style, as you can see from these beautiful hijabs. And you can still enjoy life. Modesty doesn't make you disappear as a person or a woman. And it doesn't stop you from expressing yourself. It's actually quite the opposite. You express yourself more when you wear the hijab. Because when people see you out in public, what do they think? They think, oh, it's a Muslim. And honestly, it's such a blessing to be recognized as Muslim out in public. And it is going to be an adjustment, like figuring out what fabrics are more comfortable when you play sports, or figuring out what hijab style suits you more. Guys, that's part of the journey as well. Hijab didn't take my personality away from me, instead it enhanced it. You don't stop being a normal girl when you're a hijab, because underneath this, I'm still just a regular girl, and I love all the regular stuff other girls like doing. I like to do my makeup, I like to dress up, I like to play sports, I like to go out with my friends. That's all who I am, and the hijab doesn't stop that. I also want to show you guys the next hijab I have, which is this floral pink one. I'm really excited to try this one on. Here's the third hijab, and it definitely looks more purplish than it does pink. I don't know why that is. Nonetheless, I think this hijab with a white dress would look really cute. I thought it would be a bit too much for me, but I think with a pretty simple fit, hijab can look really cute. Right now, I want to talk about something negative, which is hate. Hate and negative reactions from the hijab. What I have faced is negativity online. I think this is something most people don't mention when talking about the hijab, is the negative aspects of it. The hate you might get when you wear it and how you wear it. And this is every hijabi's biggest fear. Some people online feel comfortable enough to spread hate about anything. Whether you wear the hijab, whether you don't wear the hijab, whether you wear the hijab right, whether you wear the hijab wrong. And that's just because they're behind a screen. Most of the time, those people wouldn't dare spew any of those words in person or in real life. I don't know why the screen makes them become worse people. That's just something I don't understand that. And maybe in real life, people will make assumptions, looks, comments about you. I'm not gonna lie, it really does hurt. It can make you question yourself and even feel uncomfortable when you're wearing the hijab. That's not the point of the hijab. The point of the hijab is to feel confident, and most of the time the hate isn't about you, it's about them and their lack of understanding. Wearing the hijab doesn't make me weaker, and it doesn't make me more oppressed. Okay, anyways. You have to remind yourself that you don't owe anybody an explanation about your beliefs. Choose peace over argument. And if it really affects you, I recommend you talk to somebody or watch videos of other hijabi girls who are confident in their hijab, because trust me, that really helps me when I'm feeling down. Choosing to wear the hijab takes courage, and I'm so proud of anyone who does it, especially on the days where it feels really hard. If you get hate in person, I truly just recommend you ignore them. Or when someone tries to diss on me in public, I try to be really kind towards them. So they're kind of confused, like, wait, I was mean to you, why are you being nice to me? I don't know, it just leaves them confused and mind puzzled. Again, hijab is a journey between you and Allah, and nobody can butt in to your journey. This is the last hijab that I'm gonna show you guys. The rest I got are just basic colors, which I use every single day. This hijab, I think it's an ombre, but I'm seeing orange, which I'm really confused about because I got a green olive ombre. But anyways, let's try this on. Here's the last hijab. It's definitely more fabric than what I'm used to. I also really like the ombre. It's super cute. This might be my favorite hijab from the collection. And lastly, what we're going to talk about is how you can start wearing the hijab if you're interested and you want to start wearing the hijab. The first thing I want to say about wearing the hijab is that there is no right way to start. You don't have to wake up one day and change everything completely overnight, because in my opinion, that will be more stressful for you. I think having a plan and preparing to wear the hijab is way better than just starting off on a limb or going cold turkey. But going off cold turkey has worked for some girls, and if that works for you, well, that's great. This is just my advice. For some people, it begins with just learning what the hijab is and what it means to you. For some people, it starts with them wearing it sometimes, like maybe they wear it once a week, or when they go to the masjid, or in places where you feel more comfortable wearing it. You can experiment with different fabrics, different styles, different colors, find what you feel most comfortable in. You might start with an ugly hijabi face. Trust me, I've had one of those. It was really embarrassing, but it builds character, so. But most importantly, check your intention. Do it for yourself, do it for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, not for people, not for approval, not for social media, not because you feel pressured to. It's okay to feel awkward at first, because confidence takes time. I've been wearing the hijab for a couple years now, and even I don't feel confident 24/7 when I wear it. One day feels harder than the next, then trust me, the hijab is doing its job. And that doesn't mean that you failed, it just means that you're human, like the rest of us. Take it step by step. Be patient with yourself, and trust Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's plan, because He sees your effort. I want to end this by saying that choosing to wear the hijab is probably the most personal decision that you'll make. Not always smooth, but it's meaningful. If you take anything from this video, I would want it to be allowed to take your time, you're allowed to be imperfect, you're allowed to grow at your own pace. So whether you're already wearing the hijab, or you're trying to wear the hijab, or you're trying to reconnect with the hijab, your effort is what matters most. So thank you guys for listening to my story. So feel free to share your own journeys in the comment section down below. If you guys want me to make more hijab or Muslim content, let me know. Wherever you guys are right now, Allah sees you. I'm really proud of you, and assalamu alaikum.